Brand new tutorial right here. My name is DKK, aka Sensei. Now, in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how I was able to change my eyeballs from what we have here to what we have here. Right, so I'll be adding colors and making it pop. I want to make the eyeballs pop. So I won't be teaching you. This is going to be a very short tutorial. I'm not focusing on skin retouching and the rest. I'm only focusing on the eyeballs. Now I also will not be talking about the how I was able to whiten my eye. There are a whole lot of actions online. There are a whole lot of eye whitening actions that you can easily download and just brush over. But I'm going to be showing you guys how I was able to make this effect. So the very first thing that I'll be doing is you come to your adjustments panel and select hue and saturation. So you click on hue and saturation and then you increase your saturation. Now while you're increasing your saturation, it's going to affect your entire image, but don't focus on that, just focus on the eyes till you get the desired result you want. Right, then when you're done, you close and come to your layer mask and press Ctrl I to invert. So what this does is it hides every single effect. It hides the effect of the hue and saturation. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to brush it in to where we want by ourselves. So I go to my brush, make sure I'm brushing with a soft round brush, opacity 100, flow 100, and I'm brushing with white. So I click on my layer panel, I click on my layer mask, I click on my layer mask, then I come into where I want to brush, which is this area, and then I slowly brush in. So now this reveals the hue and saturation effects on the eye. So I slowly brush over the eye while focusing only on this area. Now if for any reason I want to change the color, I can just come back to my hue and saturation, double click to open, and then I just play around with my hue slider and it's going to adjust the colors. But I don't want to adjust colors, right? I want it to be original, so I'll undo that. So that's the first thing I do. Now the second thing I do is I brush in slight strokes in the eye. So I take my brush, reduce my brush size to, let me see, yeah, 4 is okay, and then I sample a color from the eye, maybe something that is bright, something around this. I like this here, so I can click on it, but I can still adjust to make it brighter. Okay, so I can adjust to make it brighter, and then what I do is I just draw straight lines on the eye. So I do lines like this. Let me do one more here. So I'm just brushing over the eye, and then I change my blend mode from normal to linear dodge. Right, so this enhances that area that I've brushed. It enhances the light there. So what I now do is I go to filter, or before that I can just duplicate. Let me duplicate it for the other eye. So I press Ctrl J to duplicate and then drag into the other eyes and then place it where I want to place it. Right, so I can merge both of them, click the two layers and press Ctrl E to merge, and then I'll change this back to linear dodge. So let me take my eraser and just erase up this side. So I'll just erase where I don't want. Okay, so I think that's fine. So now that I've blended it, the next thing I'll do is I'll go to filter, blur, and then add a little bit of Gaussian blur on it because I don't want the effect too much, right? So I add a little bit of Gaussian blur. Now you apply your blur depending on your image. So let me see, 2.3, 1.7. Okay, I'll use 1 point. Now let me use 2. I'll just use blur radius 2, and then I press OK. Now this is what it looks like before and after, right? Now if it's too much, you can reduce your opacity a little bit. Now the next thing I do again is create another layer, another empty layer, take my brush. This time I'm brushing with a large size brush, something just about the eyeball, right? Make sure I'm brushing with a soft round brush, still the same color, and then I just click once and come here, click once. Then I change to screen. I change to screen and then I reduce the opacity. This adds a little glow in the eye. Now, it is covering this dark area on the eyes and I don't want it, right? I want to be able to see this dark area also. So what I do is on this layer now, I activate my layer mask again. Come here and click on layer mask. Then I take my brush, change my color this time to black because I want to hide it on this dark area. So I take my black brush and then I just carefully brush over this. Come here, brush over this, and then reduce my opacity also. So before and after, then I can just easily brush off over where I don't want it on these areas. So before and after, you can still reduce your opacity or increase if you want, and that's pretty much it. So let me group all of this. So this is our before and this is our after. Okay, I added my whitening layer, so I don't want that. Okay, so this is our before and this is our after. So that's it, guys. Very simple and very short. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you do well to subscribe, like, drop a comment and share, and also turn on post notifications to get my other videos. Thank you very much.